What's up, everybody? You are checking out the Uncensored Wrestling Podcast. I'm your host, the Hot Commodity Ant C, and welcome to the Attitude Years series recap. This is the series where we're going right back into the Attitude Era, and we're covering every single thing. You can check us out in the archives. We started back in December 1997, and we are all the way now in September 1998 with Breakdown in Your House. We'll be covering every pay-per-view, Raw's War, and eventually, as we hit 1999, SmackDown. And with every pay-per-view special that I cover, I give you a month recap of that time of pop culture. So we're covering September 1998, and a lot happened during this time. Let's just go over some of the pop culture facts from September 98 in the United States. On September 8th, 1998, Mark McGuire hits his 70th home run, and that's huge for the world of baseball. On September 14th, TRL debuted on MTV, changing the landscape for music television forever and getting more viewers into celebrities and getting them involved in television. On September 24th, a new $20 bill was made in circulation. It's been the newest bill since 1929. Very interesting. And on September 28th, Hit Me Baby One More Time by Britney Spears is released, and things in terms of pop music is changed forever. As we talk about those facts, let's talk about the biggest top 10 movies of September 1998. Coming in at number 10, we have 54, which I really don't know much about. Let me look at my little time machine here to find out what 54 is about. Let's see, 54. Okay, the famous 1970s New York City nightclub scene and told through the eyes of young employees. So, okay, I kind of had an idea this was going to be about the famous nightclub. Then number 9 movie is Simon Birch. Very sad movie if you've ever seen it. 8 is Ever After, which is a Cinderella story. We then have One True Thing, starring who is this? Meryl Streep, Renee Zellweger. A career woman reassesses her parents' lives after she is forced to care for a cancer-stricken mother. Very interesting. Never saw it, but probably was good. And then have Ronin coming in at number 6. Never saw this movie. Ronin, a freelancing former U.S. intelligence agent, tries to track down a mysterious package that is wanted by the Irish and the Russians. Robert De Niro, Jean Reno, Natasha McElhone, Stellan Skarsgård, a lot of famous people in this movie. Number 5 is the movie Rounders. That's another movie I've never seen, starring Matt Damon. A young reformed gambler must return to playing high stakes poker to help a friend pay off loan sharks. Number 4 is Saving Private Ryan. Number 3 is Blade. 2, There's Something About Mary, and the number 1 movie in the United States of America in September 1998 is the comedy action film Rush Hour. Let's cover the pop songs September 1998. Coming at number 10, You're Still the One by Shania Twain. Number 9, Too Close by Next. 8, Daydreamin' by Tatiana Ali. 7 is I'll Be by Edward McCain. 6, Time After Time by Enoji. 5, The Boy Is Mine by Brandy and Monica. 4, My Way by Usher. 3, Crush by Jennifer Page. 2, The First Night by Monica. And 1, I Don't Want to Miss a Thing by Aerosmith. So now we've covered all of September 98. Let's cover the pay-per-view. So In Your House Breakdown came to you live on September 24th, 1998, live in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. Most of the matches weren't announced, as there was only 2, well, actually 3 that were announced. The triple threat, Val Venis and Dustin Runnels in the main event. So the first match up, we have Owen Hart taking on Edge, and these two guys are Canadian, so it's definitely good to see these two hometown heroes get to start the night. Christian appears for the first time on WWE TV and distracts Edge, allowing Owen Hart to roll up Edge and get the pinfall victory. After this, Edge chases off Christian. We then see Al, Snow, and Scorpio defeat Too Much after Al hits Brian Christopher with a snowplow. and he gets a 3 count victory. We then see Michael Cole interviewing The Undertaker. He asks Undertaker who is going to pin Stone Cold Steve Austin tonight, and Undertaker says it's no one's business, but Stone Cold is in for total annihilation. We then see Marc Mero defeating Droz as the women's champion. Jacqueline hits Droz with her shoe, and Marvel lands Marvelosity to a 3 count victory. Next, we have a false count anywhere match. Bradshaw defeats Vader after 2 clotheslines from hell and a neck breaker, and he gets a 3 count. Decent match, but really this undercard hasn't been great. We then see D'Lo Brown defeating Gangrel after Mark Henry comes down and rams Gangrel back into the ring post, and D'Lo hits the sky high to Gangrel. We then have the match of the night, the triple threat steel cage match for the #1 contendership. Mankind taking on Ken Shamrock and The Rock. This was the best match of the night, probably one of the better triple threat matches of all time. Mankind hits Ken Shamrock with a steel chair and tries to escape over the cage. But as Mankind is doing this, The Rock gets the pinfall over Ken Shamrock, and The Rock is your new #1 contender. We then see Dustin Runnels taking on Val Venis. Before the match, Val Venis brings out Dustin's ex-wife, Terry Runnels, and Terry is looking pretty flashy tonight. Val gets the money shot to get the victory, and after he makes out with Terry Runnels. We then see DX with China defeat Jeff Jarrett in Southern Justice. During the match, Jarrett hits X-Pac with a guitar shot, but Billy Gunn ends up hitting Dennis Knight with a Fameasser, and DX get the victory here at Breakdown. We then see the WWE Championship on the line in a triple threat match. The champion Stone Cold Steve Austin defending against The Undertaker and Kane. And the deal here is that Undertaker and Kane cannot pin each other to win the title. What's happening here is Undertaker and Kane land a double choke slam. Both men pin Stone Cold Steve Austin. And right after the announcement is made, the Stooges give Vince McMahon the Smoking Skull title belt, and Stone Cold Steve Austin then attacks the Stooges. Vince runs off. Austin runs to the backstage area into the parking lot where he sees Vince McMahon holding the Smoking Skull belt as the limo drives off. So Vince McMahon has finally lived up to his promise. Stone Cold Steve Austin is no longer the WWE champion. And we'll have to find out tomorrow night on Raw what Vince has in store for Stone Cold and that WWE title. All in all, this was a not great pay-per-view. For me, the only match that was good was a triple threat match. During the Attitude Era, a lot of the matches weren't advertised, which I really don't understand why they did that. But for all that it was, the only match that was really good was a triple threat match. Our next pay-per-view that we're going to cover is Judgment Day in Your House. But first, we got to get through the month of October. There's a lot of fun stuff coming our way. So stay safe, everybody, and stay uncensored.